Greetings, spacefarers and Star Trek enthusiasts. I'm the Tired Time Lord, your guide on this cosmic journey through time and space. Today, we embark on an exploration of a unique chapter in the Star Trek saga. A look at Star Trek, the animated series, Star Trek, Phase 2, and Star Trek Continues. These series, in their own distinct ways, serve as the unofficial fourth and fifth seasons of the original Star Trek journey, continuing the adventures of the USS Enterprise and her crew. Star Trek, the animated series, broke new ground by bringing our favorite characters into the realm of animation, while Star Trek, Phase 2, and Star Trek Continues are fan-made homages that breathe new life into the beloved series. Each one of these series has played a vital role in keeping the spirit of the original Star Trek alive, extending the voyages of the Enterprise beyond what was seen in the original 3 seasons. These series have done more than just fill a void left by the original series. They have enriched the Star Trek universe with new stories, characters, and adventures. They've expanded the lore, explored new themes, and continue the legacy of Gene Roddenberry's vision. Each series, in its own unique way, has contributed to the tapestry of Star Trek, and today, we delve deep into how they've achieved this. As we set our course through these extended voyages of the Starship Enterprise, we'll discover how animation, fan dedication, and a passion for storytelling have kept the essence of Star Trek thriving. From the colorful animation cells of the 1970s to the sophisticated fan productions of the 21st century, we will examine how these series have continued to captivate audiences and add depth to the Star Trek universe. Before we engage our warp engines, I invite you to join this expedition by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and sharing your thoughts in the comments. Your engagement helps us navigate the stars and bring you more content from the vast universe of Star Trek and beyond. Now, let's warp into the fascinating world of Star Trek's extended journey. Let's start our journey with a look back at Star Trek, the animated series, which premiered in 1973. Following the original series cancellation, this was an innovative way to continue the voyages of the USS Enterprise. The show was groundbreaking, being one of the first animated series aimed both at children and adults. It extended the reach of Star Trek to a new medium, allowing for more fantastical stories and alien worlds that live action couldn't yet convincingly portray at the time.
The animated series wasn't just a mere extension. It was a bold experiment in storytelling. Utilizing the freedom of animation, it introduced new species and expanded the Star Trek universe in ways live action couldn't. It's here where we saw more of Spock's childhood and the fascinating world of Vulcan, and met new crew members like Lieutenant Murris and Lieutenant Arex, adding diversity to the Enterprise's crew. The series managed to keep the essence of Star Trek intact, thanks to contributions from the original series writers and the voice talents of the original cast.
Star Trek, the animated series, brought a unique visual style to the Star Trek universe. The animation, produced by Filmation, was characteristic of the era, marked by its vibrant colors and distinctive character designs. This style allowed for a broader exploration of the Star Trek universe, introducing more exotic alien landscapes and creatures than were possible in live action at the time. The series effectively used its animated medium to push the boundaries of storytelling, exploring complex themes in a format that was accessible to all ages. The storytelling in the animated series was remarkably sophisticated for an animated show of its time. It retained the intellectual and moral complexity of the original series, ensuring that the stories were not just entertaining, but also thought-provoking. Episodes like Yesteryear delved into Spock's past, providing depth and background to the character in a way that resonated with both younger and older audiences. The series proved that animation could be a powerful medium for storytelling, not just for children's entertainment, but for conveying intricate narratives that appealed to a broad audience. Moving forward in time, Star Trek Phase 2 emerged as a fan-made tribute, breathing new life into the beloved universe. Born from the passion of dedicated fans, it bridged the gap between the original series and the modern Star Trek era. This series wasn't just a retelling. It was a continuation, with stories that delved deeper into the characters we knew and introduced new ones, all while maintaining the heart and soul of Star Trek.
Phase 2 showcased what fans could achieve with dedication and respect for the source material. It featured episodes that were originally planned for the never-produced second Star Trek TV series and brought them to life with impressive authenticity. Episodes like World Enough and Time and To Serve All My Days were notable for their storytelling, bringing back beloved characters and exploring new facets of the Star Trek lore.
The production quality was remarkably high for a fan-made project, with meticulous attention to detail and recreating the look and feel of the original series. Volunteers, many of whom were industry professionals, came together to bring this project to life, showcasing their love for Star Trek through their craft. The fan involvement in Phase 2 was a crucial element of its success. Fans contributed not just through volunteering their skills and time, but also through crowdfunding campaigns that supported the production. This level of fan involvement was unprecedented for a project of its nature and scale, demonstrating the powerful and passionate community that Star Trek had cultivated over the years. The series was a product of communal effort and a shared love for the Star Trek universe, setting a new standard for fan-made productions. Then there's Star Trek Continues, a series that sought to complete the original 5-year mission of the USS Enterprise. This series was a labor of love, created by fans for fans, and it was met with critical acclaim for its attention to detail, storytelling, and production quality. Continues was more than just a homage. It was a respectful continuation of Gene Roddenberry's vision, filling in the narrative gap between the end of the original series and the motion picture.
With its impressive sets that painstakingly recreated the look and feel of the original series, Star Trek Continues captured the essence of the 60s show while telling new and compelling stories. It addressed unfinished character arcs and introduced new ones, all while maintaining the spirit of exploration and adventure that is quintessential to Star Trek. The series was a fitting tribute and an elegant bridge to the cinematic era of the franchise, celebrated by fans and critics alike for its faithfulness to the Star Trek legacy. Star Trek Continues took the visual and narrative continuity of the original series to new heights. The set designs were meticulously recreated to match the 1960s aesthetic, capturing the essence of the original Starship Enterprise. Every detail, from the bridge consoles to the crew's uniforms, was crafted to be as authentic as possible, creating a seamless visual transition from the original series. The production team's dedication to visual authenticity made Continues a visually stunning and nostalgic experience for fans. The visual effects in Continues blended modern technology with the classic style of the original series, while the effects were updated to reflect contemporary standards. They were designed to be consistent with the 1960s aesthetic, ensuring that the series felt like a natural continuation of the original. This attention to visual continuity extended to the storytelling as well, with plots that carefully interwove with established Star Trek lore, filling gaps and expanding on the narratives of beloved characters. Continues was a blend of old and new, paying homage to its roots while utilizing modern techniques to enhance the storytelling.
As we delve into the cultural impact of these series, it's clear that each contributed significantly to the Star Trek legacy. The animated series expanded the universe into new dimensions, literally and figuratively. It took advantage of the animated format to explore stories and concepts that were unattainable in live action, thereby enriching the Star Trek lore. The series also continued to tackle the social and ethical issues that were a hallmark of the original series. making it more than just a children's show, but a continuation of Star Trek's mission to challenge and inspire. Star Trek Phase 2 and Star Trek Continues played a pivotal role in keeping the spirit of the original series alive long after its conclusion. These series, born from the dedication and passion of fans, carried the torch of Star Trek's enduring themes of hope, exploration, and understanding. They showed that the heart of Star Trek lies not just in its stories, but in the community that cherishes and keeps them alive. The fan involvement in these series is a testament to the cultural and emotional resonance of Star Trek.
And let's not forget the economic genius of these productions. The animated series knew how to cut costs. Why build expensive sets when you can draw them? And those fan productions, they show the Ferengi spirit of maximizing resources. Crowdfunding, volunteer work, it's like getting a warp core at half the price. Now, if only they'd included a Ferengi character to teach a lesson or two about the art of the deal.
Igor's humorous perspective aside, it's clear that the cultural impact of these series extends beyond their storytelling. They represent the enduring legacy of Star Trek, a legacy that has inspired generations to look to the stars and strive for a better future. These series have shown that Star Trek is more than a franchise. It's a cultural phenomenon that continues to explore the human condition and the possibilities of what we can achieve when we embrace our diversity and work together for the common good. In examining the character development throughout these extended seasons, the evolution of Kirk, Spock, and McCoy stands out. The animated series provided unique opportunities to delve deeper into their backstories and personalities. For instance, we gained invaluable insights into Spock's childhood and Vulcan heritage, enriching his character beyond the live-action portrayal. Kirk and McCoy, too, benefited from this deeper exploration, with stories that tested their morals and leadership in ways the original series had only begun to explore. This added depth enhanced our understanding and appreciation of these iconic characters. Star Trek Phase 2 and Star Trek Continues further developed these characters, presenting them with new challenges and opportunities for growth. In these fan-made series, we see a matured Captain Kirk grappling with the responsibilities of command and the weight of his decisions. Spock's journey continues to explore the balance between his Vulcan logic and human emotion, while McCoy often serves as the moral compass, reminding us of our humanity. These series not only continued the legacy of the original characters, but also contributed significantly to their growth, staying true to their established personas while exploring new facets of their characters.
The introduction of new characters in each series also had a significant impact. The animated series brought in Lieutenant Murris and Lieutenant Arex, diversifying the crew and expanding the types of stories that could be told. In Phase 2 and Continues, new characters were introduced with care and respect for the established universe.
Desal in Phase 2 was a particular favorite of mine, popping in and riffing with Chekhov and Sulu. These characters added fresh perspectives and dynamics to the crew, further enriching the storytelling. The inclusion of these new faces helped to keep the series feeling fresh and exciting, while still retaining the familiar feel of the Star Trek universe.
It's also worth highlighting Chris Duan's portrayal of Scotty in Star Trek Continues. Stepping into his father's iconic role, Duan brought a sense of continuity and homage to the series. His performance was not only a fitting tribute to James Doohan, but also added a layer of authenticity and emotional depth to the character of Montgomery Scott. Through these portrayals and character developments, these series have done a commendable job in keeping the essence of Star Trek's beloved characters alive and evolving.
In the rich tapestry of these Star Trek continuations, the involvement of original cast members has been both a nod to the past and a bridge to the future. Walter Koenig's contribution to the animated series, with the episode The Infinite Vulcan, is particularly noteworthy. Koenig lent his creative talents as a writer, showcasing a deep understanding and love for the Star Trek universe. His episode stands out for its imaginative plot and insightful exploration of themes central to Star Trek, such as the ethics of cloning and the pursuit of knowledge. Koenig's involvement in Star Trek Phase 2 further exemplifies his dedication to the franchise. His appearance in the fan-made series was more than just a cameo. It was a gesture of support and encouragement to a new generation of Star Trek storytellers. By stepping into the shoes of an older Chekhov, Koenig bridged the gap between the original series and this new interpretation, lending an air of authenticity and continuity that deeply resonated with fans. Koenig's involvement, both in front of and behind the camera, highlights the enduring impact of Star Trek on its cast and its ability to inspire creativity across generations. Similarly, George Take's appearance in Phase 2 as an older Sulu brought another wonderful return. His episode, World Enough and Time, is often lauded as one of the best in the fan-made series, thanks in no small part to Take's heartfelt performance. Returning to the role that he made iconic, Take gave fans a nuanced portrayal of Sulu that dealt with themes of sacrifice, love, and the passage of time. The significance of Take's appearance goes beyond mere nostalgia. It provided an opportunity to explore a character's life beyond the confines of the original series, adding layers to Sulu's story that were previously unexplored. This episode stands as a testament to the rich possibilities that exist within the Star Trek universe, for character development and storytelling, even decades after the original series ended. These guest appearances by Koenig and Take are more than just reunions with beloved characters. They are powerful statements about the enduring legacy of Star Trek. They show how the themes and characters of the original series continue to resonate and evolve, and how the torch of Star Trek is being carried forward by a new generation of fans and creators. The involvement of original cast members in these series serves as a bridge between the past and the present, a celebration of Star Trek's history, and a nod to its ongoing journey. Star Trek Phase 2 and Star Trek Continues represent two distinct approaches to continuing the legacy of the original Star Trek series. New Voyages, initially known as Phase 2, is characterized by its evolving nature. The series began as a passionate homage, gradually maturing in its production quality and storytelling as it progressed. This evolution is evident in the varying styles and tones of its episodes, reflecting the growth and learning curve of its creators. It's a journey that mirrors the pioneering spirit of Star Trek itself, constantly pushing boundaries and exploring new frontiers in fan-based production. Continues, on the other hand, demonstrated remarkable consistency and continuity from its inception. The series benefited from the groundwork laid by earlier fan productions like New Voyages, and it strove for a high degree of fidelity to the original series in terms of set design, costumes, and overall aesthetic. This commitment to continuity is reflected in its storytelling as well. Continues meticulously crafted its narratives to align seamlessly with the established lore, aiming to fill the gaps between the original series and the motion picture with a level of polish and professionalism that closely mimicked the original. In terms of storytelling, New Voyages often experimented with diverse narratives and themes, some of which deviated from the typical Star Trek formula. This exploration led to a rich variety of episodes, but also meant a less uniform feel compared to the original series. Continues, conversely, adhered closely to the narrative style and thematic elements of the original series, creating episodes that could easily pass as lost chapters of the original Enterprise's voyage. This adherence to the original style was both a creative choice and a tribute, aiming to provide a seamless narrative experience for fans of the original series. The character portrayals in both series also highlight their differences. New Voyages saw changes in the cast over its run, reflecting its more fluid nature. These changes brought different interpretations and dynamics to the well-known characters of the Star Trek universe. Continues, with its consistent cast, offered a more stable and ongoing development of characters, allowing for deeper exploration and growth.
The performances in Continues were often praised for capturing the essence of the original actors while bringing a fresh perspective to the roles. Both series, in their unique ways, contributed valuably to the Star Trek canon, showcasing the versatility and enduring appeal of its characters and storytelling.
As we journey through the cosmos of Star Trek Continues, one star shines with a special light: Grant Imahara, known for his role as Hikaru Sulu. Grant's portrayal of Sulu was a heartfelt tribute to the original character, played by George Trekkie. Imahara brought a unique blend of enthusiasm, dedication, and authenticity to the role, capturing the essence of Sulu's character while infusing it with his own charm and warmth. His performance was a fitting homage to the legacy of Star Trek, resonating with both longtime fans and newcomers to the series.
Beyond his role as Sulu, Grant Imahara's contributions to Star Trek Continues were multifaceted. Known for his expertise in robotics and special effects, Imahara's technical skills were an invaluable asset to the production. His background in engineering and special effects, honed through years of work on Mythbusters and in the film industry, enabled him to bring a unique perspective to the series. Imahara's passion for Star Trek and his technical prowess helped elevate Continues to new heights, blending the magic of science fiction with the reality of science fact.
Grant Imahara's untimely passing left a void in the hearts of many, but his legacy within the Star Trek community and beyond is indelible. He was more than just an actor or a special effects expert. He was an embodiment of the curiosity, creativity, and spirit of exploration that Star Trek represents. His enthusiasm for science and technology inspired countless individuals, and his contributions to Continues will always be remembered as a testament to his talent and passion for storytelling. As we look to the stars, we remember Grant Imahara as a true Starfleet officer in spirit. His portrayal of Sulu, his technical contributions, and his infectious enthusiasm for innovation and discovery capture the essence of what Star Trek is all about. In the annals of Star Trek's history, Grant Imahara will forever be remembered as a cherished member of the Star Trek family, whose legacy continues to inspire and encourage us to boldly go where no one has gone before. One episode that particularly encapsulates the imaginative spirit of Star Trek, the animated series, is The Time Trap. In this adventure, the Enterprise and a Klingon ship are trapped in a timeless dimension, compelling historic adversaries to cooperate for survival. This episode cleverly explores themes of diplomacy, mutual respect, and the necessity of working together in the face of common challenges. It's a shining example of how the series could use its animated format to delve into complex storytelling, presenting scenarios that challenge not only the crew of the Enterprise, but also the audience's understanding of the Star Trek universe. Kitumba from Star Trek Phase 2 is another standout episode that explores the intricacies of Klingon politics and culture. It takes us into the heart of the Klingon Empire, offering a nuanced look at its people beyond the typical portrayal of warriors. The episode excels in its character dynamics, particularly in the interactions between the Enterprise crew and the Klingon characters. This foray into the complexities of interstellar diplomacy and the tensions between cultures is a brilliant illustration of Star Trek's ability to weave compelling narratives around the themes of understanding and peace. Star Trek Continues brought us the poignant episode, Lolani. This episode tackles the heavy themes of slavery and moral relativism, presenting the crew of the Enterprise with ethical dilemmas that have no easy answers. The character of Lolani, a slave seeking freedom and dignity, challenges the crew and the audience to confront uncomfortable truths about exploitation and justice. This episode stands as a powerful example of Star Trek's enduring commitment to addressing social issues and encouraging viewers to think critically about the world around them.
Oh, and let's not forget Lou Ferrigno's appearance. To see the Hulk himself in Star Trek, now that's a crossover I never knew I needed. His role, green but not smashing, added a surprising depth to the story. It's always a treat when Star Trek brings in familiar faces, especially when they help highlight such weighty topics. Plus, you gotta admit, he still looks pretty strong. Could give a Klingon a run for their money, I bet.
These episodes, among others, highlight the series' ability to tackle complex themes and character dynamics, a hallmark of Star Trek storytelling. Whether through animated adventures or live-action fan productions, these series have continued to push the boundaries of science fiction television. They challenge viewers to think deeply about issues of ethics, culture, and human and alien nature. In doing so, they honor the legacy of the original series and carry forward its mission to explore new worlds, both external and within the human heart. As we come to the end of our journey through the animated series, Phase 2 and continues, it's clear that their collective impact on the Star Trek franchise is both significant and enduring. These series have not only preserved the spirit of the original Star Trek, but they have also expanded its universe in meaningful ways. They stand as a powerful reminder of Star Trek's lasting influence and the passionate dedication of its fan base. Viewing these series in the order of the animated series, followed by New Voyages or Phase 2, and finally, continues, provides a coherent and satisfying experience that seamlessly bridges the gap between the original series and the first Star Trek movie. This viewing order allows fans to witness the evolution of the franchise, from its early animated days to the polished fan productions that have become a staple of Star Trek lore. It's a testament to the dedication and talent of the creators who, driven by their love for Star Trek, have contributed to its ongoing legacy. These series have masterfully filled the gap left by the original series, providing closure to the 5-year mission and adding depth to the characters and the Star Trek universe. They've tackled complex themes with maturity and insight, proving that the essence of Star Trek can be captured and expanded upon outside of its original format. By exploring new stories and revisiting familiar ones with a fresh perspective, these series have ensured that the spirit of exploration and adventure that defines Star Trek continues to thrive. Typically, I give a separate rating here for each series. For this episode, however, I'm giving a combined rating of 7 out of 10 deltas. As we conclude our stellar exploration of these remarkable series, I encourage each of you, fellow Starfleet enthusiasts, to delve deeper into these series. They are captivating voyages in their own right, each contributing unique chapters to the grand saga of Star Trek. Immerse yourselves in these adventures, absorb the rich storytelling and character arcs, and discover how they pay tribute to and expand the Star Trek legacy. Remember, the essence of Star Trek lies in exploration of new worlds, diverse cultures, and complex ideas, as well as the deeper aspects of our own humanity. These series embody this spirit, melding the familiar warmth of nostalgia with fresh, innovative perspectives. They reignite the passion for exploration that Star Trek has always inspired in us, drawing us to look to the stars with renewed wonder and curiosity. Set your course for an immersive journey, engage your sense of wonder, and let these stories take you on an unforgettable adventure. To all our viewers, thank you for joining us on this journey through the Star Trek universe. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and engage with us in the comments below. Until we meet again, live long and prosper.